I am Dr. James Whitman, and what I am about to share with you could be the difference between living your golden years with strength and independence or struggling to get out of a chair. After spending over 2 decades working directly with seniors in clinical nutrition research, I have seen something that breaks my heart. I have watched too many people over 60 believe that muscle loss is just part of getting older, something they have to accept. But that is not true. The real tragedy is not aging itself. It is what we have been told about how to fight it. For the past 15 years, I have dedicated my career to understanding how older adults can maintain their strength, balance, and independence without spending a fortune on supplements that promise miracles but deliver very little. I have worked with hundreds of seniors who were told by well-meaning doctors and fitness trainers that they needed expensive protein powders, special shakes, and costly supplements to keep their muscles strong. Many of them spent thousands of dollars every year on these products, and yet they still felt weak. They still struggled with stairs. They still worried about falling. That is when I knew something was deeply wrong with the advice they were getting. What I discovered in my research changed everything I thought I knew about nutrition for older adults. The answer was not hiding in some laboratory-created powder or designer supplement. It was sitting right there in regular grocery stores, in foods that cost less than a cup of coffee. The science behind this is crystal clear, but somehow it has been buried under mountains of marketing from supplement companies who want you to believe that real food cannot do what their products claim to do. I am here to tell you that they are wrong, and I have the research to prove it. Muscle loss after 60 is not about how you look in the mirror. This is about whether you can carry your groceries without help. This is about whether you can play with your grandchildren without getting exhausted. This is about whether you can get up from the toilet without grabbing onto something. This is about preventing falls that can change your life forever. Every year, millions of seniors fall because their muscles are not strong enough to catch them when they lose balance. Many of those falls lead to broken hips, and we know that nearly half of seniors who break a hip never fully recover their independence. That is not a fate you have to accept. Your body after 60 needs protein differently than it did when you were younger. The problem is not that you cannot build muscle anymore. The problem is that your body has become pickier about what kind of protein it will use and when it gets that protein. This is where most advice falls short. People are told to just eat more protein or drink a shake, but nobody explains that timing matters, that the type of protein matters, and that real food comes with dozens of other nutrients that work together to actually build muscle. Powders give you isolated protein and nothing else. Real food gives you a complete package that your body recognizes and knows exactly what to do with. Let me tell you about Greek yogurt first, because this is probably the simplest change you can make starting today. This is not just any yogurt. Greek yogurt contains something called casein protein, and this type of protein is like a time-release capsule for your muscles. When you eat Greek yogurt, that casein breaks down slowly in your digestive system and continues feeding your muscles with amino acids for more than 7 hours. Compare that to a typical protein shake that floods your system all at once and then leaves your muscles starving a couple hours later. Greek yogurt keeps working long after you have finished eating. But there is more to this story. Greek yogurt is incredibly rich in an amino acid called leucine, and leucine is the trigger that tells your muscles to start growing. Think of leucine as the key that starts the engine. Without enough of it, your body will not build new muscle no matter how much protein you eat. A 3/4 cup serving of Greek yogurt gives you more leucine than most protein powders, and it costs a fraction of the price. I tell my patients to eat this amount about 30 minutes before their main meals. This primes their muscles to use the protein from the rest of their food more efficiently. Greek yogurt also contains live probiotics, those beneficial bacteria that improve your gut health. Here is why that matters for your muscles. Your gut is where nutrients get absorbed into your bloodstream. If your gut is not healthy, you can eat all the protein in the world and your body will not be able to use it properly. The probiotics in Greek yogurt help maintain a healthy gut lining, improve nutrient absorption, and even reduce inflammation that can break down muscle tissue. This is the kind of complete nutrition you simply cannot get from a powder. You can make Greek yogurt even more powerful by adding simple, inexpensive foods to it. A drizzle of honey gives you quick energy and natural antibacterial properties. A handful of berries provides antioxidants that protect your muscles from damage. A few crushed walnuts add healthy fats that help your body absorb vitamins. Half a sliced banana gives you potassium for muscle function. These combinations are not just delicious, they are strategic nutrition that works with your body instead of against it. Now let me tell you about sardines, and I know what you are thinking. Sardines are not the most glamorous food, and many people have never tried them. But if you are serious about maintaining your strength and independence, you need to hear this. A single can of sardines, which costs about $1 at most grocery stores, contains 23 grams of complete protein. That means it has all 9 essential amino acids your body cannot make on its own. But protein is just the beginning of what makes sardines so powerful for seniors. Sardines are one of the richest sources of vitamin D you can find in any food. Vitamin D is absolutely critical for muscle strength as you age, and most seniors are deficient in it without even knowing. Studies have shown that seniors with low vitamin D levels are significantly more likely to fall and suffer serious injuries. Vitamin D helps your muscles contract properly, improves your balance, and even affects how quickly your brain can send signals to your muscles when you need to catch yourself. One serving of sardines can give you more vitamin D than a whole week of supplements. The omega-3 fatty acids in sardines are another game changer. These healthy fats reduce inflammation throughout your entire body, and chronic inflammation is one of the main reasons older adults lose muscle mass. When your body is constantly fighting inflammation, it breaks down muscle tissue to get the amino acids it needs. Omega-3 fats from sardines help stop this process. They also improve how efficiently your body uses the protein you eat, so you get more muscle-building benefit from every bite of food. Sardines also contain calcium, vitamin B12, and selenium, all of which play crucial roles in muscle function. The calcium is in a form that is easy for your body to absorb because it comes with vitamin D in the same package. The B12 supports nerve health, which is essential for muscle control and coordination. The selenium acts as an antioxidant that protects muscle cells from damage. This is whole food nutrition at its finest, where every component works together in ways that scientists are still discovering. The best time to eat sardines is within 2 hours after any physical activity, even if that activity is just a walk around the block or some light stretching. This is when your muscles are most receptive to absorbing nutrients and beginning the repair process. You can eat sardines straight from the can, mash them onto whole grain crackers, mix them with avocado for healthy fats, or squeeze fresh lemon over them for vitamin C and flavor. These simple preparations take less than 5 minutes and give you more muscle-building nutrition than most people get from expensive supplements. Whole eggs are next, and I need to clear up one of the most damaging myths in nutrition. For decades, people were told to avoid egg yolks because of cholesterol concerns. Millions of seniors threw away the yolks and ate only egg whites, thinking they were making a healthy choice. But research has now proven that whole eggs, yolk included, trigger 40% more muscle growth than egg whites alone. 40%. That is not a small difference. That is the difference between maintaining your strength and watching it slip away year after year. The magic is in the yolk. Yes, the yolk contains cholesterol, but it also contains vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids, and a compound called phosphatidic acid. Phosphatidic acid activates something called the mTOR pathway in your muscle cells, and this pathway is like the master switch for muscle growth. When mTOR is activated, your muscles get the signal to build new tissue. Without it, they do not grow no matter how much protein you eat. Egg whites do not contain phosphatidic acid. The yolk does. This is why whole eggs are so much more effective. Studies have shown that seniors who eat whole eggs regularly can improve their lean muscle mass even without increasing their overall cholesterol levels, as long as their diet is balanced and healthy. The key is that the nutrients in the yolk help your body process the cholesterol safely. You also get choline from egg yolks, which supports brain health and muscle control. You get lutein and zeaxanthin, which protect your eyes. You get a complete package of nutrition that works together, not just isolated protein. The way you prepare your eggs matters. Soft-boiled or poached eggs are ideal because the yolk stays runny and the nutrients remain intact. High heat can damage some of the delicate fats and vitamins. I recommend eating 2 whole eggs within 30 minutes of waking up. This gives your body an immediate supply of high-quality protein and activates that mTOR pathway early in the day when your muscles are ready to respond. If you pair your eggs with foods rich in vitamin C, like tomatoes or bell peppers, you will also improve your body's ability to absorb iron, which carries oxygen to your muscles. Black beans are one of the most underestimated foods for seniors, and the science behind them is fascinating. Black beans do something that very few foods can do naturally. They actually help boost your body's production of growth hormone and something called IGF-1, which stands for insulin-like growth factor 1. These are the same hormones that expensive supplements try to stimulate artificially. Your body makes less of these hormones as you age, which is one reason muscle loss happens. Black beans help restore those levels naturally through compounds found in their fiber and resistant starch. 1 cup of cooked black beans gives you 15 grams of high-quality protein, but it is the fiber and resistant starch that make them truly special for muscle health. Resistant starch feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut, and those bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids that reduce inflammation and improve how your muscles use protein. This is called the gut-muscle connection, and it is one of the most exciting areas of research in nutrition science right now. What happens in your gut directly affects what happens in your muscles. Black beans are also loaded with antioxidants, particularly anthocyanins, which give them their dark color. These antioxidants protect your muscle cells from oxidative stress, which is basically cellular damage that happens naturally as you use your muscles and as you age. When muscle cells are damaged by oxidation, they break down faster than they can rebuild. The antioxidants in black beans create a protective shield around your muscle cells, allowing them to stay strong and functional longer. The best way to prepare black beans is to soak them overnight and then cook them slowly. This process breaks down compounds that can cause digestive discomfort and makes the protein more available for your body to use. If you are using canned black beans, rinse them thoroughly to remove excess sodium. Eat black beans combined with brown rice, and you create a complete protein that has all the essential amino acids in the right proportions. This combination has been a staple in many cultures for centuries because it works. Your body knows exactly what to do with it. Cottage cheese before bed is one of the most powerful strategies for preventing muscle loss overnight, and most people have no idea this simple food can do this. When you sleep, your body goes 6 to 8 hours without food, and during that time, your muscles can actually start breaking down to provide amino acids for other body functions. This is called muscle protein breakdown, and it happens more easily in older adults. Cottage cheese stops this process because it is rich in casein protein, the same slow-digesting protein I mentioned with Greek yogurt. When you eat cottage cheese about an hour before bed, that casein forms a gel-like substance in your stomach that releases amino acids slowly throughout the entire night. Studies using muscle biopsies have shown that people who eat casein protein before bed have significantly higher rates of muscle protein synthesis during sleep compared to people who eat nothing or eat other types of protein. Your muscles are literally being fed and rebuilt while you sleep, instead of being broken down for fuel. Cottage cheese also contains something called conjugated linoleic acid, or CLA, which has been shown to reduce muscle breakdown in older adults. It is rich in calcium in a highly absorbable form, and calcium is not just for bones. Calcium is essential for muscle contraction. Every time your muscle contracts, calcium is released inside the muscle cell. Without adequate calcium, your muscles cannot function properly, and you are more likely to experience cramps and weakness. I recommend eating about 1 cup of cottage cheese 1 hour before you go to bed. You can mix it with ground flaxseed for extra omega-3 fats and fiber. You can add a handful of berries for antioxidants and natural sweetness. You can even add a few chunks of pineapple, which contains an enzyme called bromelain that may help reduce inflammation. This simple nighttime ritual takes less than 5 minutes and can make a profound difference in how you feel when you wake up. Many of my patients report feeling stronger and less stiff in the mornings after adding this to their routine. Lentils are the final food I want you to understand, and they might be the most remarkable of all. Lentils contain a compound called spermidine, and this compound has been shown to support cellular renewal through a process called autophagy. Autophagy is your body's way of cleaning out damaged cells and recycling their parts to make new, healthy cells. This process naturally slows down as you age, and when it does, damaged muscle cells accumulate instead of being replaced. Spermidine helps restart this cleanup process, essentially helping your muscles rejuvenate themselves. 1 cup of cooked lentils provides about 18 grams of protein along with complex carbohydrates that give you sustained energy without spiking your blood sugar. This combination is perfect for older adults because it supports both muscle function and metabolic health. Lentils also improve mitochondrial function. Mitochondria are the energy factories inside your cells, and your muscle cells have more mitochondria than almost any other cell type. When mitochondria work better, your muscles have more energy and can perform better. Lentils are incredibly easy to digest, especially if you sprout them first. Sprouting lentils increases their protein availability and reduces compounds that can interfere with nutrient absorption. You can sprout lentils at home in just 2 to 3 days with nothing but water and a jar. Once sprouted, they can be eaten raw in salads or lightly cooked. If sprouting sounds like too much work, simply cook dried lentils thoroughly, which also improves digestibility. I recommend eating lentils at lunch about 4 times per week. This gives you sustained energy through the afternoon when many seniors experience fatigue. Combine lentils with quinoa, which is technically a seed but eaten like a grain, and you create another complete protein with all essential amino acids. Add some olive oil and lemon juice for healthy fats and vitamin C, and you have a meal that supports muscle health from every angle. This is the kind of simple, affordable nutrition that actually works. Here is what you need to understand. Strength after 60 does not require expensive supplements, special powders, or complicated meal plans that are impossible to follow. What it requires is consistency with real, whole foods that your body recognizes and knows how to use. These 6 foods, Greek yogurt, sardines, whole eggs, black beans, cottage cheese, and lentils, give you everything your muscles need to stay strong. They provide high-quality protein with all essential amino acids. They deliver that protein in forms that digest at different speeds, feeding your muscles around the clock. They include vitamins, minerals, healthy fats, and plant compounds that work together to reduce inflammation, improve nutrient absorption, and activate the biological pathways that build muscle. The supplement industry has convinced millions of people that real food is not enough, that you need their products to be healthy. But the research tells a different story. Study after study shows that whole foods outperform isolated supplements when it comes to actual health outcomes. Your body did not evolve to run on powders and pills. It evolved to extract nutrition from real food, and it does that job remarkably well when you give it the right foods at the right times. I want to be clear about something important. Before you make any major changes to your diet, especially if you have existing health conditions or take medications, you should consult with your healthcare provider. Some of these foods may interact with certain medications or may not be appropriate for specific health conditions. Your doctor knows your medical history and can help you make changes safely. This advice is based on research and clinical experience, but it is not a substitute for personalized medical care. One more thing you need to know. Aging does not equal weakness. That belief has been drilled into our culture, and it is simply not true. Yes, your body changes as you get older. Yes, you have to be smarter about how you take care of yourself. But with the right nutrition, you can maintain remarkable strength and independence well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. I have worked with countless seniors who transformed their lives not through extreme exercise programs or expensive interventions, but through consistent, intelligent food choices. The foods I have shared with you today cost less than most people spend on a single container of protein powder. They are available at any regular grocery store. They do not require special preparation or cooking skills. What they require is a decision on your part to take control of your health through real nutrition instead of marketing promises. They require consistency, eating these foods regularly instead of occasionally. They require patience, because real nutrition works with your body's natural processes, not against them, and that takes time. Start with one food. Pick the one that sounds easiest or most appealing to you. Add it to your routine for 2 weeks and pay attention to how you feel. Do you have more energy? Is it easier to get out of a chair? Do you feel steadier on your feet? Then add a second food, then a third. Build these habits gradually, and before you know it, you will have transformed your nutrition without it feeling like a burden or a diet. This is not about restriction or deprivation. This is about giving your body what it actually needs to thrive. Your muscles want to be strong. Your body wants to be independent. You just have to give it the tools to do what it was designed to do. These 6 foods are those tools. They are simple, they are affordable, and they work. The science is clear, the results are real, and the choice is yours. You do not have to accept weakness as part of aging. You do not have to spend your savings on supplements that do not deliver on their promises. You have the power to change your trajectory starting right now, with your very next meal. I have spent my career studying this because I believe every senior deserves to live with dignity, strength, and independence. I have seen too many people give up on themselves because they thought there was no solution, or because the solutions they were offered were too expensive or too complicated. That is why I am sharing this with you. Because the real solution is actually simple. It has been here all along, hiding in plain sight in foods that our grandparents ate without thinking twice about them. We just got distracted by flashy marketing and forgot that nature already provided everything we need. Take this information and use it. Share it with your friends who are struggling with the same concerns. Talk to your doctor about incorporating these foods into your routine. Start today, not tomorrow, because every day you wait is another day your muscles are not getting what they need. You have the knowledge now. You have the tools. What you do with them is up to you, but I promise you this. If you commit to feeding your body real, whole foods that support muscle health, you will feel the difference. You will see the difference. And you will wonder why nobody told you this sooner. Now you know. Now it is time to act.